Okay, so today I will implement the creating of a toolbox panel. So let's open the sprite and then go to the open file. So if you purchase the UI premium pack, so you will see the all asset UI PNG file. So let's go open. There's so many components that we can use to make panel toolbox. In this case, I think I'm gonna use for this panel. So let's go create a new file first. So I'm gonna fill the width with 317 or 316, and then the height is 37. So let's go take a look. I think that's enough. So let's go. You can use rectangle tool, and then you can copy this and then paste here. So I think I'm gonna change the layer name. It's called background, and then I'm gonna fill for the for all canvas. So let's go cut first. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut for the vertical. Let's go cut for the horizontal. So let's go move to the edge for the other side. Yep. And then go to the strange. Yep. I think let's go. So let's go move for the other component. I'm gonna use for the box. I like this is small lighter color. So let's go copy, and then we create a layer. It's called boxes. Oops, called boxes, and I'm gonna paste here. So let's go move for the ratio. I think this is not proper. This is 1 2 3. This is 1 2. So I think I'm gonna just remove this, remove one line. So let's go move to the background, and then yep, let's go move bottom. I think this is more proper. So I want to remove for this empty line. So let's go move for the one line. So okay, and then yep, for the boxes I'm gonna create 10. So let's go just copy, think I'm gonna change the rename is box 1 and then box 2, so we can drag this is 1 2, it's 1 2, okay, 1 2 1 2, zip. And then I'm just going to duplicate, or is duplicate layer, so it's called box 3, and I'm gonna drag again, and this is should 4 1 2 3 4, zip. All right, so I'm gonna duplicate again. This is box 4, and then duplicate again. This is box 5. You can repeat until 10, so maybe it's kind of like boring. I think I'm gonna add 2 more boxes. I mean 2 more line. So let's continue for the creating box later. I think we can change. And this is for the box 10. Yep, I think I'm gonna fold grouping first, so I'm gonna create new group. It's called boxes, and then I'm gonna drag here. Oh, what is command? Let's go. I don't know how to grouping, and I think I'm gonna block and then a new group. It's good. Yep, I think it's good. Okay, and then let's go move to the background. I'm gonna cut this. And then I'm gonna move here. So 1 2 3. So one, two. Okay. I'm gonna remove for the width empty. Click OK. So here's the panel. Let's go create for the selector. So I'm gonna create new layer. It's called selector. I want to choose for this selector box. I'm gonna copy and then paste here. Okay, I'm gonna move for the I think this is good. So I'm just gonna move here too. And this is 2, and the last one is here. So let's go take a look for the group. I think it's better, right? Oh, this is more a bit. I need to move for the center a bit. So no, I think it's better. Yep. For that reason, so I'm gonna move. I'm gonna add for the line. So let's go more stretch. So here it is 4, 1, 1, 2. Okay, and then I'm gonna copy this. I think it's good. So it's more a bit proper in the center. So okay, let's go. I'm gonna add this pixel 2, 1, 2, and then I'm gonna move to the edge, and I'm gonna stretch. One, two, three, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I think it's finished. So let's go import to our game. So I'm just gonna save this first. I'm gonna change to desktop. Why there's so many components? I think I'm gonna remove this. So I'm gonna create a folder. It's called overlays, and then I'm gonna create a folder. It's called oops. Oh, where is closing? I'm gonna save as again, and then the overlay. So I'm gonna create. Oh, so stupid. Gonna save as. overlay, toolbox, and then we need to import export. Here I'm gonna add the output file, so I'm gonna choose project, so it's called Toolbox Overlays, and I'm gonna export, and then I'm gonna export for the selector. Here I'm gonna trim, and then let's go to export. It's called Toolbox Selector Overlay, so I'm gonna just save and export. Let's go take a look in here. So this is for the overlay, and then this is for the selector. Let's go add for the pubspec.yml. So I'm gonna add this environment, the overlays. I think that's enough. So let's go import to the class overlay. So I'm gonna create an object. It's called directory is called overlays, and then I'm gonna create a Dart file. It's called toolbox overlays. For the toolbox overlay, I'm gonna use for the stateful widget. So I'm gonna import material, and then I'm gonna create class toolbox overlays. So yeah, I think after creating the class, so I'm gonna import the overlay game widget. So I think this dev the overlay builder map. So we need to register all the overlay in here. Let's go move to the toolbox overlay sprite or class. So let's go build with stack, and then I'm gonna create a widget lion. So I'm gonna change for the align geometry. It's called the bottom center. So let's go wrap with the I think the size book is fine. I'm gonna create a variable called panel height, and then the panel width. So let's go take a look for the overlay size. Here's for the width and height. So I'm just gonna fill here, and then here. So let's go copy this and then put here also. Oh, I think it's double, so I'm just gonna move for the width. Okay, and then for the child I'm gonna use for the sprite widget. Yep. I think this is, what is parameter? Oh, it's called sprite. I'm gonna call sprite load. This is from the, oh, I think it's mistaken, so I think it's future. I think we don't use this method, so I'm gonna create this image. Okay, I think this is will get from the image case, so I'm gonna add the parameter called sprout valley. I'm gonna create a game, and then yep, I think this is going too late. Why is not, oh, for remove cons. Yeah, I think this is required, so this is automation not working, so I'm gonna just change to the final. So this is required this game, and then I think this is must be cons, right? So I'm just gonna copy here, and then for the initial state I'm just gonna assign for the game widget. Yep, I think this is good. I'm gonna add late. I'm just gonna call what is images. Yep, from case. I'm just gonna copy for path reference, so this is for overlay. Yep, I think that's enough, so let's go move to the main. I'm gonna call this toolbox panel. This is for what is for the constructor. I'm gonna see that first. So this builder is called build context and game. So I'm gonna, oops, I think this is the for the context, and then for the sprout valley game. So this will return the toolbox overlay. I think this is what is called for the registration. The toolbox is just like here, so we need to call in the it's called word, and then the farmhouse. So let's go at the overlay. I'm gonna add for this load overlays. We can just call for the game overlays and then add. I'm gonna scope here toolbox panel, and then I'm gonna paste here. So let's go debug. So this is running. The toolbox is here, so I'm just gonna scale for the panel height. I'm just gonna multiply with scale word scale. This is going not align not to the bottom, so I think I'm just gonna wrap with the position for the size box. I'm gonna move for the child, and then hold on for a second. I think the position is not quite right. So here I'm gonna change to the alignment line. So the alignment is, I'm gonna change to the bottom center, and then I'm gonna wrap with container first, and I'm gonna add the margin. So on the bottom I think I'm gonna 20, and then for the chart I'm gonna add to transform, and then scale. For the scaling is I'm gonna add 2, and then for the chart I'm just gonna copy paste here. So let's go restart. Oops, for the alignment I think it's need to be close. Okay, let's go restart again. This is I'm gonna remove for the word size, so let's go restart again. Yep, I think this is work. So when I resize and then I resize again, so it's follow for the scaling. Okay, let's implement for the keyboard. Oh, I mean for the toolbox selector. So let's go implement it. here, and then I'm gonna create a widget. It's called selector widget, and then I'm gonna add this method here. So I'm gonna create for the rows, and then I'm gonna create first for the select integer select index, maybe it's called 0. So here's I'm gonna loop for a equals 0, and then a less than 10. So this a first. I think it's for the e. And then I'm gonna add for the sprite widget. So I'm gonna create for the transform scale, and then here I'm gonna copy this file name. Yep, and then I'm gonna copy this and wrap for the row. So this I'm gonna return. So let's go restart again. Okay, this is the alignment is not quite well, so we can resize for the panel height. So for the toolbox selector, I think this 30 by 38. Yep, this is for the selector. So y is not going to bottom. I want to center. I think this is my alignment going to change for the center. Yep. And then I think I'm gonna add for padding. I'm gonna use only this left is 10, and then the right is 20. So let's go restart. Yeah, I think it is better. So I want to add margin and left to 20. So let's go take a look. And then I'm gonna wrap this with container. So I'm gonna move this to here. So I'm just gonna remove, and then I'm gonna use margin only for bottom. I think 4 is enough. So let's go take a look. Okay, I think for the margin, I'm not using left, sorry, I mean this is have to move right for 2 or left 2 pixel. So I'm gonna use with 8. I think not here, but here I think 18. So let's move to 16 and then move to 14. I'm gonna use 10. So let's go take a look. I think this is quite proportional. So when I maximize the screen and then I minimize again, so it's perfect. So let's go add a condition with this toolbox selector. Then I'm gonna check here if select index equals E, then render the sprite widget, else I'm gonna use size box with height is 28 and then width is 30. So let's go take a look. Yep, I think it's better. So when I change the selected index to 6, so it's moved here. Okay, that's perfect. And then I'm gonna implement for the keyboard listener. So let's create variable is called let stream subscription. This is key event, and then this is keyword subscription. So I'm going to create method is called handle key. This is accept parameter key event, and then this is key. So I'm gonna check if event, sorry, key is key down even, and then I'm gonna check again in here if key is logical key equals keyboard. I'm gonna use for the key E, and then else if key Q. So we add logic here later, and then I'm gonna register the subscription event. So here is key sub, this game, keyboard. Oh, there is no keyboard listener in here, so I'm gonna add in this game Sprout Valley. Here I'm gonna add the keyboard controller. This is a stream controller. So here's a key event, and then I'm gonna call it broadcast. So, and then I'm gonna add stream key event, and get event stream. Dot stream. So in the bottom I'm gonna implement for the event key is call on key event, and then I'm gonna call super on key event, and here, and then I'm gonna pass the keyboard controller, gonna add to stream, and then this is even. So I'm gonna return keyboard even. I'm sorry, I think this is key even result is ignore. There's ignore. Yep, it's ignore. So, and then I'm gonna check for on remove. On remove. I'm gonna close this stream, and then I'm gonna call super on remove. So I think that's enough. And then in toolbox overlay, I can call the keyboard stream event. This is listen to the key handle key. Then I'm gonna call for this pose. So I'm gonna call the scheduler binding. Add force frame callback. I think I'm gonna pass here. Oops. And then I'm gonna call on this pose. So I'm gonna create void on this. This is keyboard sub, and then cancel. Yep, I think that's enough. So let's go try for, I'm gonna print this keyboard E press. This is keyboard key press. So I think I'm gonna restart. Oops, this keyboard sub not initialize. Keyboard sub not initialize in here. So let's go restart. Yeah, I'm gonna press keyboard key press, and press A, keyboard A press. So let's go add the logic in here. So if I press E, the selected index, I'm gonna plus plus, and then I'm gonna check if selected index equals 10. Sorry, I'm gonna check. I think I check here. Plus 1 equals 10. So selected index goes to 0. Else I'm gonna plus plus here. And for the Q, oh, I think this is for the Q. For the E is opposite logic, so this index, oh, -1 is equal 0. And then I'm gonna change to 9, right, to the others, to the edge of the box. So this is, I'm gonna minus. So let's go reload. I'm gonna press A. I think this index, so I'm gonna call set state. This is for key, right? No, I think I'm wrong. This is for E, and then this is for Q. So get the minus plus plus minus. I think it doesn't have to -1, so let's go take a look. Equals 0, and then press and move to here. So this is perfect. Okay, let's go maximize. Yep. This is really cool. So let's go implement with the player action. Here I have the action for the chopping, so let's go add for the watering and then the tiling. So let's go create the sprite animation. Okay, let's open the sprite application first. This open the sprite animation. Let's go for the animation for tiling. So let's go crop. I'm gonna crop this, so let's go play. Yep. I think I'm gonna reassign. So okay, I'm gonna export, and then here I'm gonna spacing 1, and then I'm gonna open with, I'm gonna save as tiling. this is player tiling bottom. I'm gonna create for down. Can export. Then I'm gonna move to the up animation. So let's go crop and then export. I'm gonna check the detail size. So yep, I'm gonna export output player tiling up. And then let's go for tiling left and right. So I'm just gonna crop here. I'm gonna check for this left. This tiling side. I'm gonna place horizontally. Yep. Let's go choose file, and then this is for right. So let's go save for the watering animation. Let's go crop, and then for the tiling watering animation, it doesn't have the water effect, so I'm just gonna open the sprite. So here's in the premium sprite, and then the character. So there is water animation. I'm just gonna open, and then let's go see the animation in here. So I'm gonna use for the front and back. I'm just gonna crop, and I'm just gonna copy. Can I paste here? So I think this is not the way should combine the animation. So I think they have moved for the layer, right? So I'm just gonna copy it. It cannot copy, right? So I'm just gonna copy here, and then I'm gonna just paste. And then I'm just gonna delete this frame. So think that's fine. So let's go export. This is watering. And then watering down. Then let's go for the top. Then I crop, and then I'm just gonna copy in. What is here? There is nothing. So here's for the back animation. Here I'm just gonna copy. And then watering side after the animation. I'm just gonna paste. So here I'm just gonna remove this frame. So I'm just gonna remove to here. So let's go take a look. Yeah, I think it's better. Okay, I'm just gonna export and then choose file, and this is player watering up, save, and then export. Let's go cut for the left side. This is for the left, so I'm just gonna cut here, and I'm just gonna crop. So let's go play the animation. I think it's cool. So I'm just gonna copy here. Oops. Then I'm gonna paste here. So I'm gonna delete for this frame. When you have to move for the animation watering. I'm just gonna move properly. So let's take a look. This is the hard part because you have to sync for the animation. So this is too much for the left side. Let's go move again here. So this is too much, so I'm gonna check here. Yeah, I think it's better. So let's go export and then choose file, watering left. I'm just gonna play horizontally. Let's go play the animation. I think it's better. So let's go export, choose file, and then this is right. Okay, so perfect. Let's go move to here. We need to add for the tiling and watering asset folder. So I'm just gonna copy this. This is tiling and watering. This is correct. Tiling and then watering. So it's perfect. And then I'm gonna add this split animation. I'm just gonna copy here. So this is tiling and this is tiling. And it's tiling. I'm just gonna copy again for the watering. Alright, I think it's done. So I'm gonna copy for the tiling and watering. And then I'm gonna add for this animation sprite. So I'm just gonna copy here. So I'm just gonna remove tiling and then gonna change for the tiling and then here for the tiling also. that's enough. And then this is for watering. This is great, so I'm just gonna add for this key action button. This is for the handle action chopping. This is I'm gonna create a method here. So this is for tiling. Oh, I'm gonna add for the tiling and watering player state. This is tile timer, so this is tiling duration, and then I'm gonna add for tiling timer. So here is the tiling for the tiling timer. So I'm just gonna base. This is timer, and then this is not tiling. State is idle. Alright, so here I'm gonna add for if tiling timer less than 0. So I'm gonna return true, and then I'm just gonna copy for the watering also. And here I'm just gonna remove first. Later we add the hitbox. It's not watering. Watering is timer. Here is so is perfect. So let's go create the player manager. So I'm gonna create here the player manager. I think I'm gonna use provider for the state management. Here I'm gonna create the player manager. So it's called class player manager with change notifier. So and then I'm gonna wrap this for multi provider, I think his name. Here I'm just gonna wrap with multi provider. So let's go create for the player provider, and here this is change notifier provider. So I'm just gonna add player manager. This will create the player manager, and then here for the child is consumer. So I think later we add the consumer. I'm just gonna add the my app, so I think that's okay. The player manager is initial state before the game is running or render. And then I'm just gonna add for get it. I'm just gonna using the dependency injection. So here I'm gonna create this what is called, I'm just gonna create is game instance. This is this is class game instance. So here I'm gonna create for injector. Final get it is instance, and then I'm gonna check void init. And then I'm gonna register wait get it. This is the game instance, so I'm gonna create method is called setup games. Here and then I think I'm gonna create directory is called managers. So I'm just gonna move for the player manager to here, factor, and then I'm gonna create the manager is called game manager. With chain notifier, and then I'm gonna inject, or I'm gonna register in here also the game manager, and then I'm gonna wrap this with what is called the consumer, I think. This is the game manager. So I'm gonna build this and then return this. I think it's good. So the first is we need to implement with the item. So and also selected item. So when the player move with press E or press Q, so it's also changed for the selected item. Okay, see you in the next video. Okay.